This is interesting. You may have had something like this. I was in a disagreement the other day with somebody, and it occurred to me partway through the conversation that they didn't have a clue what they were talking about. I'll tell you about that in just a second. Hey, it's Fayter here from Optimum Mind, the place where smart people come to learn how to run their lives and loves and happiness more effectively. So what was this disagreement? Well, I won't go into the context or who it was with, but the person said to me, Alan, you've got to look at the big picture. Now, up until that point, everything I was talking about, I thought, was talking about the big picture. So I said, I am. And they said, no, you're not. You're not looking at the big picture. So here's my definition of the big picture. The big picture is broader context and longer time frame. See, now that makes sense to me. So when we talk about from this situation, let's look at the big picture. So we're talking about how this situation fits into lots of other contexts in life, and also how this situation is going to affect all of those broader contexts in the longer time frame. Does that make sense? So the other side of this would be the small picture. So the small picture would be the minutiae, the detail, so what is happening right here and now. So when you come to make a decision that is going to affect the bigger picture, rather than thinking about what am I thinking and feeling right now, take a mental step back and think to yourself, well, how will what we decide or what we talk about or what happens right now affect other contexts, other people, how it's going to affect my work life, how it's going to affect my personal life, how it's going to affect my friendships, all of those things, and how it's going to affect all of those things in the longer run. So that's my little take on the big picture. So please, if you've got a different idea about what big picture means, please leave a comment below, because quite honestly, I had not a clue as to what this other person was talking about. So if you have an idea, a different perspective on big picture, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear.